This is digital prisons. Across India, millions of devices, apps, phones, cameras, are silently observing your every move. Each tap, swipe, picture, and transaction leaves a data trace, building a digital mirror of your life. And what's more unsettling is this: you may not even realize it's happening. Today, we peel back the curtain on how this invisible network operates, who controls it, and most importantly, what you can do to fight back. Imagine opening your phone and unlocking an unseen gate. Every app, from your alarm clock to your weather widget, asks for permission. Location? Sure. Contacts? Why not? Microphone? Guess so. Studies show over 80% of Indian apps request at least 10 permissions beyond their basic needs. Without thinking, we click allow, and we hand over our entire world to companies that track, profile, and profit from our lives. Aadhaar was designed to simplify life. One ID for everything. But by January 2024, nearly 750 million records tied to Aadhaar-linked SIM cards were leaked on the dark web. That one number can open hospital files, bank accounts, pension access, or launch loans in your name. It's not just ID, it's identity at risk. And once your record leaks, you can't unseat it. You'll always be vulnerable. What happens when your loan app asks to read your SMS or access your camera? That's not just data, it's your life being sifted through. In 2023, Delhi police charged apps like Cashbean and Paytm after they used these permissions to harvest photos and messages, and triggered coordinated harassment campaigns against borrowers. Every allow click is packing your data with unknown consequences. Quick loan felt like a lifesaver. But for some, it became a nightmare. After a small 5,000 rupee loan, users in Mumbai and Bengaluru were bombarded with veiled threats by agencies armed with their photos, contacts, and ID details. FIRs were filed under sections 420 and 506, yet the damage lingered. Suddenly your data, your identity, was weaponized. Think credit scores are just for banks? Think again. Paytm, PhonePe, and BHIM monitor every transaction, categorizing purchases, bill patterns, and frequency. That data is used to create shadow credit profiles, shared with lenders and even credit bureaus like CIBIL. You never see the score, but it silently determines loan eligibility, interest rates, or even access to premium services. Hyderabad holds approximately 83 cameras per 1,000 people, nearly 900,000 cameras across the city. Delhi, Chennai, Indore follow suit. These cameras are not just recording, they're identifying. Facial recognition systems scan, match, and track your face in public spaces. But what about errors? In 2023, a college student was wrongfully detained after a false match. No apologies, just confusion, and proof that surveillance is not infallible. Free Wi-Fi is everywhere, from railway stations to malls. But with RailWire alone in over 6,000 stations, your MAC address, browsing logs, and online habits are being recorded. In Delhi malls like Select City Walk, users must share phone numbers, and every movement becomes data for analytics firms. All this in exchange for free connectivity. Breach after breach, they seem endless. The 2024 Aadhaar-linked leak, Angel One's 7.9 million user breach, Star Health's data flow, all cost millions and exposed personal data. But who's paying? IBM's recent report states that the average cost per breach is 19.5 Indian rupees crore. And we, the users, are left to pick up the pieces. India's Data Protection Act came into effect in August 2023. With rules for consent, breach reporting within 72 hours, and fines up to 250 Indian rupees crore. Sounds strong, until you see its dark side. Section 37 allows state agencies to bypass it for security reasons. And crucially, the Data Protection Board hasn't even been set up yet. It's not law in action, just law on paper. Section 37 quietly grants sweeping exemptions for the state, covering everything from welfare schemes to national security. What starts as protection can become unchecked surveillance. And with no accountability, citizens, regardless of wrongdoing, become easy targets. Privacy experts are sounding the alarm. Anushka Jain of IFF says, "We're building surveillance infrastructure with no public conversation." Security analyst Srinivas Kodali warns, "We've traded privacy for convenience, and we might not get it back." These aren't fearmongers, they're voices calling for informed change. Kriti from Pune found out the hard way. She was misidentified as a protester through facial recognition. Taken in for questioning despite no involvement. No warning, no apology, just a flawed system labeling her dangerous. That's the human cost of digital errors. What if your grocery choices or YouTube likes influenced your job application? That's happening now, not through public scoring systems but silent data brokers. They build invisible reputations that affect your financial and social life, based on algorithms, not fairness that it's not just you. Grandma sending WhatsApp, kids playing online, parents banking digitally, they're all part of this digital web. They may not understand it, but they are being watched, scored, and influenced without their knowledge that it's simple, yet powerful. Open your settings. See which apps have microphone, camera, or contact access. Deny permissions you don't absolutely need. Turn off location when it's not in use. This small action can significantly reduce who can track your life. Use NetGuard to control your app's internet access, Bouncer for one-time permissions, Proton VPN to encrypt your connection, and Privacy Badger to block invisible trackers. These tools, combined, act as a strong firewall against privacy invasion. At the station? Switch to airplane mode. In public Wi-Fi zones? Use VPN. Want fewer face matches? Wear sunglasses or a scarf. Small habits, big impact. These aren't extreme, they're practical steps against everyday surveillance. Last year, Hyderabad citizens protested expanded FRT deployment and won a public review. That's civic power. You can write to MPs, sign petitions, file RTIs, join privacy advocacy groups. When people speak up, systems shift. Change depends on you. Don't keep this to yourself. Show your parents how to recognize scam links. Help kids understand when to say no to permissions. Bring privacy into family conversations. When we empower our circles, we protect entire communities. Technology can uplift us or contain us. The choice is ours. We want innovation, but not at the cost of autonomy. We deserve a digital India that protects freedom without spying on it. Let's choose paths that empower, not enslave. So what now? Start with one change. Turn off a permission, install a privacy tool, or begin the conversation. Share this video. Let's build awareness and accountability. If you value freedom, subscribe for more reality checks. Stay aware. Stay engaged. Stay free.